This is the new 4th generation Mazda 3, and just from the looks alone you can tell it really does stand out from its rivals. And in this video we're going to find out how it drives, performs, how it is on the inside and the exterior. But before we do that, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more weekly content, and check out our website if you're interested in buying a new or used car. So then, the new Mazda 3 stands out from its competitors, and the first thing you notice is obviously the look. Starting with these headlights here, how they start at this front panel here but are connected to the side panel as you go along, and this front grille down here as well, which is really stylish. The way the roof kind of curves and slopes in at the back, and the doors as well on the side, how they curve inwards to give it a very stylish and modern look. There's really no other car like it on the market. As for the back then, Mazda has kept up the stylish and elegant look to it. If you look at this brake light here, it doesn't just end with this back panel here. It goes up and then you have another extended piece on the top, which is a bit more darker and tinted, just to make it stand out a bit more. This black piece on the top here as well, giving it a bit more sportier look to this particular model with the blacked out rear window. As for the boot, you get about 360 litres, which can be extended with the rear seats down to about 1,100 litres, which is very good for a hatchback of this size. Now, here on the inside, it's just like the outside where everything stands out. In fact, it's probably even better because everything you touch and feel in here feels so prestige and elegant. It's almost like one of those cars where you don't want to touch certain things because you might get your fingerprints on it and make it a bit dirty. Even in some of these lower places down here where you would normally get some more cheaper materials than other cars, everything feels really nice to touch and it feels super expensive in here. It feels like a lot more than what you actually pay for the car itself. As for the infotainment system itself, you get a nice screen here, which is not in fact a touchscreen, which is something that I really like about Mazda. Instead of using a fiddly touchscreen, they've gone with the more traditional buttons with the singular dial in the middle. It's very easy to use and it almost feels like using a tablet rather than a car's infotainment system because it's so smooth, easy to use, easy to navigate. Everything is where you need it, right in front of you. You have a simple home button, a menu button, an audio button when you hook up your phone. Everything is great. Another thing to note is that you get a lot of kit in the system as standard rather than paying for the more premium package. Even if you went to the lower end of the class, you get a lot of kit included in this car. So what about the back then? Well, as this is a hatchback, you won't get a lot of space, but as class standards go, you do get a decent amount of room back here. The headroom and legroom is pretty impressive for a car this size. It's very comfortable, the seats are extremely nice, and overall it's just a nice place to be. When it comes to the driving then, you would expect quite a bit of performance from a car like this, and you'd be right. The car actually handles very well. There's no body roll, the steering feels very good and responsive, and it gives you a lot of confidence to really put your foot down. The brakes feel really firm as well. They don't seem to give you that artificial feel to them like some new other cars do these days. When you're driving this car, it's always a great experience every time. Everything around you is just so well put together, from the gear lever to the buttons, the material on the dash, the seats. It actually makes you want to go out and drive this car for no other reason other than to just have a relaxing drive. But then you downshift and put your foot down and you're gone. It's honestly a great mix of sportiness and calmness. It's great on longer drives as well. As I mentioned, the seats are very comfy, the suspension is good and firm, and not to mention the cabin is very quiet. It gives you a lot of confidence to drive the car properly no matter what the road conditions are. So overall then, the Mazda 3 will give you a comfortable and relaxing drive with stylish looks, but also manages to show a bit of sportiness to it. A great car for the price and well worth the money. For more information regarding the Mazda 3 or any other car for that matter, visit our website. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.